Jay-Z and Gayle King, Brooklyn's Own, tomorrow 9/8 Central on CBS.
This week, Jada Pinkett Smith chats about her memoir, actor Mark Harmon's new chapter, actor and author Lauren Graham, and actor and writer Coleman Domingo. CBS Mornings this week.
Your morning routine just got better.
The news doesn't have to always be depressing. It can be uplifting.
Edmonton, thank you for watching WNKY CBS 40.
Car wreck? When you get Hughes & Coleman, it can make a big difference. Here's what I mean. Insurance offer, $3,000. Our result, $156,000. Insurance offer, $0. Our result, $385,000. Insurance offer, $300,000. Our result, $1 million. After an accident, if you want to get the money you deserve, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600.
Person, place, or thing.
The only big cat native to the Americas.
Cougar.
How dare you? I am not a cougar. And if you heard anyone say that I was, they're wrong.
Play along from home.
Shot in the dark, Meryl Streep.
What? Yes. I need to ask you some stock tips because you are on fire.
With a chance to win.
It's not Las Vegas, Atlantic City.
5 times a week on WNKY NBC 40.
Good Monday morning. After a pretty nice weekend weather-wise, I'm tracking a chilly start to your Monday morning. A chilly, frosty start with numbers into the 30s. You'll definitely need that jacket. I'm going to be tracking warmer numbers, though, just ahead in your 7-day forecast. News 40 Sunrise starts right now.
Coming up on News 40 Sunrise, more than 3 million veterans experienced a mental illness in 2021. We'll find out what experts say we can do to help. Then, another deadly weekend for the Israel-Hamas war. We'll have the latest details on all that's going on from both sides. Plus, with the winter season underway, an increase in RSV cases is on the horizon. We'll discover what you can do to keep yourself and your family safe. News 40 Sunrise starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. Today is Monday, November 13th. I'm Ashley Wilson. Let's start off with our top stories. Bowling Green and Warren County celebrated their veterans on Saturday with a parade and flag raising. The event included floats and junior ROTCs, bands, and essay readings on the topic of what America means to them. Take a look.
Carry the memory of these men and women that are surrounding us right now. So many paid such an incredibly high price. And we should forever remember that our freedom was not free.
I just want to say thank you to every retired or still fighting veteran. You fought for our country, for every child, adult, and elder. So once again, thank you for everything. Anything that you see here is because of them.
He was just a kid when he went in, came out a man, seen things that no one else would understand. He's a veteran.
I'm able to play sports, go to school, and grow up to be anything I want to be. I know I get to be me because of those who have fought for these rights for me to have and for your freedoms.
We just don't remember how great we have it in this country. And an event like this gives everyone a chance to be reminded of that. Veterans who serve, the communities we represent, and the citizens in this country.
That last voice you heard was Kenneth Cohn, the man who served as the Grand Marshal of the parade. He is a veteran of the United States Air Force and an active member of American Legion Post 23. Also this weekend, one beauty pageant opened its stage up for all walks of life. Miss Kentucky, Mallory Hudson, along with Down syndrome of Southern Kentucky's Buddy House, worked alongside each other this weekend to bring inclusive stages to Bowling Green. This program advocated for individuals with special learning needs and disabilities through an artistic lens. The goal is to bring this program back annually and to continue to allow girls from all walks of life to have a spotlight on the stage.
I hope that they took away that they can shine, and I believe that that is the essence of inclusivity in our communities and in Kentucky communities as well, is that everyone can shine if they're simply given the opportunity to do so.
Over a dozen girls were able to participate this year, and Mallory's hoping to grow that number in the years to come. And the Glasgow Barron County Boys and Girls Club has found itself in a temporary location while it awaits its new facility to be completed. Currently, the group is using the facilities at First United Methodist Church in Glasgow while the finishing touches are put on their permanent purpose-built location. This is their first month in the church, and we caught up with them to see how it went.
We was worried last week because we didn't know if kids was getting fed, getting their homework completed. This week, every kid left here with a full belly of food, and homework got completed, and the kids are back with their friends.
The Boys and Girls Club plans to be in their permanent location soon, though currently the timeline is unclear. Now let's check in with meteorologist Darius Mack for a look at what's happening outside our front door. Darius, it's a chilly one.
Yeah, it certainly is a chilly one out there with numbers generally into the 30s. We got a chilly, frosty start on your Monday. 34 currently there into Allen County, 35 in Simpson County, Logan County, the restful thermometer at 33. Checking out Butler County, into the upper 20s right now at 29 degrees. Yeah, it's a chilly start. Definitely need that jacket out this morning, and then you can break out the short sleeves later today because I am expecting some warmer temperatures to arrive this afternoon. Current winds generally on the light and quiet side, maybe a modest breeze in some locations, but otherwise just generally light and calm winds out there. Radar pretty dry and quiet, as we're not tracking any rain out there. We've got a frontal boundary just off towards north and west. We've got an area of high pressure, though, that's going to work to serve up sunshine our way and keep things dry for us as we kick off the brand new work week here in November. Commuter forecast on your Monday. AM driver in the 40s. And watch those numbers climb at least somewhere around the middle 60s by this afternoon. So it's going to feel pretty nice and comfortable with a mix of a few clouds in our skies. Otherwise, a pretty nice weather day in store. Weather on the 4s is brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green. Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
No one wins alone.
NASCAR is really a team sport.
The team around you is ultimately what builds your success.
You got to have a coach. You got to have people working with you. No different at Morgan & Morgan. That attorney has a great team behind him that makes them the winning team.
You need your mechanics, your pit crew to make everything be a cohesive group and all come together.
Every team member that we have at RCR is key to our success. Without a team, you can't get to the finish line.
Enjoy a great lunch with a different food truck every week and help support our local charities.
Join us for Food Truck Fridays at the Tidballs parking lot on Chestnut Street. Part of your lunch purchase will be donated to a local nonprofit by Flora Templeton Stewart and our food trucks.
Food Truck Friday has collected over $10,000, making a difference in our community.
Brought to you by the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart.
Keep this love in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
If you have a family gathering coming up but want everybody to get to sit at the adults table, Ford's can help. We have a huge selection of dining rooms in stock and ready for immediate delivery. Multiple finishes and styles available now at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green.
You're watching WNKY CBS 40, home of Super Bowl 58.
More than 3 million veterans experienced a mental illness in 2021, according to a national survey on drug use and health. And the data shows nearly half of them didn't seek treatment. Health experts say you can honor those who have served by supporting them. And in today's Health Minute, News 40's Morgan Hoover has ways to help veterans and their mental health.
In and out of the uniform, U.S. military servicemen and women can face unique mental health struggles. And many veterans don't get the help they need, says clinical psychologist Craig Bryan with Ohio State's Wexner Medical Center.
They kind of feel, I can do this on my own. I don't want anybody to help me, and I don't want to bother other people.
Having a support system can help, Brian says, to reach out to veterans you know, checking in on a regular basis, invite them to engage in social activities, exercise with them, or do a hobby together.
All of these things increase their sense of connection and has also been shown to elevate positive mood and psychological well-being.
Brian says to also watch out for red flags. There could be a mental health concern if a veteran experiences severe behavior changes, sleep disruption like an inability to fall and stay asleep, or if there are concerning verbalizations like, I can't take this anymore.
We often find that veterans will not necessarily say out loud that they're having thoughts about suicide. They may have these other sort of coded statements that would indicate that things aren't going really well.
Brian says it's also important to let veterans know there is help for them.
Our advances in psychological treatments have been very profound over the past few decades, and that many of those conditions that we were talking about before that often affect veterans, they're actually now really good treatments that are remarkably successful for addressing those issues.
For WNKY News 40, I'm Morgan Hoover.
Sitting too much may send you to an early death, putting you at risk for a higher risk for obesity, type 2 diabetes, and other health issues. And while one fairly obvious solution is to exercise, another may surprise you, and that's sleep. Swapping just 30 minutes of sitting for 30 minutes of sleeping each day lowered overall body mass by nearly 1 pound and cut about 2/3 of an inch from waistlines. That's according to a study published Thursday in the European Heart Journal. The study also found a similar benefit in weight loss and reduction in waist circumference with people who replaced 30 minutes of sitting with an equal amount of standing or light activity such as walking. So get to walking or snoozing. Coming up next on News 40 Sunrise, we'll see what leaders plan to do as hospitals in Gaza are shutting down and supplies are slowly running out.
And it's 11 minutes past the hour. I'll have a full look at your News 40 Weather Authority full forecast after the break.
What does it mean when we say, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done? It means getting a powerful law firm on your side, one with a proven record of success. And it means the peace of mind of never paying us a fee unless we get money for you. Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done.
I'm Nate Burleson. Coming up on CBS Mornings, we have plenty of star power. Gail sits down with the legendary Barbra Streisand to talk about her new memoir. And we are joined by Oscar and Grammy winner Jennifer Hudson to discuss season 2 of her talk show. That's coming up on CBS Mornings. When you wake up in the morning, we want to be your go-to team.
Nate has one of the quickest minds I've ever seen.
Tony has a way of making people feel comfortable.
Gail has this unbelievable knack to ask the question that you're asking at home.
I've been told I could talk to a tree, and that's pretty much true.
I don't go to work in the morning. I go for coffee with my 2 good friends, and we talk about the world.
Your morning routine just got better. CBS Mornings, weekdays at 7.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Don't sleep on this dollar deal. Buy a sausage biscuit, chicken McGriddles, or hash browns and get another one for just $1. Only at McDonald's.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
I'm Keisha.
I'm Alan.
And we're Lady Couch.
There's always room on the couch.
And we're saving a seat for you this week on Marquee Backstage.
Most people look at the scene of a truck crash and just see a bad car accident. But at Hughes and Coleman, we know there's more to it. An overloaded trailer, signs of poor maintenance, or a trucking company pushing drivers beyond their limits. If you've been injured in a crash, get Hughes and Coleman and get it done.
Scenes of desperation and dire circumstances coming out of Gaza, another deadly weekend in the Israel-Hamas war. Without electricity, oxygen for patients, or access to food and clean water, Gaza's largest hospital system, Al-Shifa Hospital, has collapsed. Israeli Prime Minister says Hamas is to blame and that the terrorist group refused to accept Israel's offer for fuel. Chris Pallone has more details from Washington.
As Israeli forces advance further into Gaza, hospitals in the war-torn territory are collapsing. The Hamas-controlled Palestinian Health Ministry says the largest Al-Shifa hospital has been out of service since Saturday. It's running out of fuel and food and surrounded by intense fighting.
And I think every civilian death, every dead baby is a tragedy. But that tragedy should be placed squarely at the responsibility of Hamas, that is keeping its military installations inside hospitals.
The Israeli Defense Forces say Hamas denied a fuel donation to Al-Shifa Hospital and that evacuation routes from Gaza's hospitals and a humanitarian corridor to southern Gaza are now open. They insist they do not target civilians.
If I had my way, there wouldn't be a single civilian death. If I had my way, no civilians would be killed. If Israel had its way, and our calls would be heeded, they'll all be out of harm's way.
Around the world, growing protests as calls for a ceasefire to protect civilians get louder.
I'm not saying that civilian casualties haven't happened. They absolutely have. But it is not a war aim of Israel to commit genocide on the people of Gaza. It's not a war aim for them to go out and deliberately try to kill innocent civilians the way Hamas is doing.
Republican candidate for president Chris Christie visiting Israel over the weekend decried the images of civilians being killed in Gaza.
It's awful. It's a horrible consequence of the war that Hamas started.
The UN says the number of trucks delivering humanitarian aid to people in Gaza is far below what is needed.
Tracking a chilly morning across the area with the numbers generally into the 30s out there. It's also a clear morning out there. It's a clean sweep on radar. News 40 meteorologist Darius back here on this Monday. Hope you guys had a fantastic holiday weekend. As far as things go, yeah, it's clear on radar. That's going to be the case as we go over the next few days. We got clouds that are starting to stream in from southwest to northeast. That's all associated with the system that is in the south, bringing some rain across Texas and Louisiana. We could see some rain from that system later this week. I know we've been lacking on the rain recently, at least over the last couple of months, so we'll have some rain chances to track this week. As far as temperatures go right now, we are into the 30s out there, even some 20s. Woodbury at 29 degrees. It's 32 there into Glasgow, 34 in Scottsville. Winds are generally light and quiet out there to start off this morning. Your extended forecast, we fast forward into Tuesday. We have a ridge of high pressure. What that's going to do is that's really going to keep things dry for us as we go over the next few days. So we're going to still hold on to a drying trend. But notice the system to the south. That could pull towards the north. And that could be bringing us some rain chances, at least as we go throughout the latter part of the week. And falling behind, yeah, we're falling behind on rainfall. We should be, at least since September 1st to now, we should at least be at 8.62 inches of rainfall. We are just only halfway there, pretty much. So we are just over 4 inches below where we should be for this time of year, and we just still continue to add to that each day. Rain chances with temperatures over the next stretch of days. We are going to be watching for slight rain chances later this week, Thursday and Friday, and that's when I'm going to be tracking the chances for some showers to move through. But in the meantime, really, as we go over the next few days, and most of your 7-day forecast looks pretty dry for us. Temperatures into the 60s today. We're actually going to see those numbers approach the middle and upper 60s this afternoon, so it's going to feel nice and comfortable. The mornings, of course, are going to be chilly, but nice and comfortable in the afternoon. As we go past sunset, temperatures dipping down into the 40s, eventually 30s again, so it's going to be another frosty start to your morning for your Tuesday. And we're going to watch those numbers warm back up into the 60s. I think tomorrow we'll have a better shot at making it into the upper 60s, and some locations, especially further south, could see 70s by tomorrow afternoon. We'll have a few passing clouds across our skies by late Tuesday and early into Wednesday. And I did mention that we will have some rain chances. That's all going to be associated with that system that will start to pull towards the north, and that could bring us a few light showers out there. Hey, here's Pestcast, brought to you by Guarantee Pest Control. We're tracking high activity as we go throughout the next few days. Here's your 7-day forecast, and notice rain chances are kind of slim, especially Thursday and Friday. Those are the only 2 days where I am going to be tracking rain chances. And then we're going to be drier and cooler for the weekend with a high of 60 on Saturday. Don't go anywhere. News 40 Sunrise continues after this.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. Protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan.
300. 320. 500. 600.
Sold. The last time we did this was back in 2015.
No way.
Let's birth a new auction.
New Wednesday. Let the bidding begin.
Come on in and let's have some fun. Next item.
A new survivor followed by a new amazing race. Wednesday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Because I have both Medicaid and Medicare, I got a special Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare. It's called DSNP. That's DSNP. And it stands for Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. My grandson, it's my boy.
Hey, Grandma.
And a WellCare DSNP comes with a whole lot of these. As in, WellCare gives me benefits I can use every day. And real human support. And answers I can understand. And I get benefits like $0 copays on prescriptions and a WellCare Spendables debit card to pay for things like dental, utilities, and groceries. I can even use it to pay at the pump for gas. And that means a WellCare DSNP provides what I need when I need it. And that gives me the confidence I need to get through every day.
The coverage you need and more. Call today or visit wellcareyes.com to see if you qualify for more benefits.
Name a food you might make edible underwear out of. Salmon. Teriyaki.
Share in the fun. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40.
Moody's Investor Service changed its outlook on the U.S. government from stable to negative, citing rising interest rates, the deficit, and political polarization in Congress. In a statement, the White House said it disagrees with the shift, arguing the U.S. economy is strong. 4 new toys have been inducted into the National Toy Hall of Fame. Baseball cards, Nerf toys, Cabbage Patch Kids, and the Fisher-Price Corn Popper will go on display permanently inside the Strong National Museum of Play in Rochester, New York. One resurging classic toy, the Ken doll, did not make the cut, despite the success of the summer's blockbuster Barbie movie. Barbie entered the Hall of Fame in 1998. And a sweet campaign to mark World Kindness Day today. The first 500 customers at participating Krispy Kreme locations can get a dozen glazed donuts for free with no purchase necessary. The company says it hopes the giveaway will inspire people to be kind and share them with others. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
The countdown is on to the holiday season, which means the race for this year's must-have toys is already underway. Bradley Blackburn has a look at what will be at the top of kids' lists and how you can get the best deals.
At the Toy Insider in New York City, it already looks like Christmas morning, and these Santa's helpers are experts in knowing what kids want.
There's going to be a lot of them that'll definitely be hard to find after Thanksgiving.
Editor-in-Chief Marissa Silva says topping wish lists are new magic mixies that transform and crybabies that cry real tears, plus familiar favorites like Furby, Ninja Turtles, and Elmo, toys that millennial parents played with and are now buying for their kids.
Parents are the pullers of the purse strings, right? So toy makers are going to want to tug on the heartstrings, the nostalgia.
Everything Barbie is big too, still fueled by this summer's blockbuster movie.
You just cannot escape all of those pink boxes this year.
The Toy Insider says there are ways to snag popular toys and save. Shop in-store to find deals and toys that may be out of stock online. Use price matching policies at big retailers. And don't wait for a hot toy to go on sale.
If something goes on sale later, you can always exchange it or get a price adjustment, but you don't want to miss out and have that toy be sold out if you wait too long.
Tips to get the gifts without tying yourself in knots. Save that for the new high-tech version of Twister.
You do this all day, huh?
Yep.
And start now to get your holiday toy shopping all wrapped up.
Today's forecast features Hewitt and Scout. And today's forecast, they both say, make it a great day. Temperatures are into the 40s. We have sunshine out there to start off this morning. And if you have any photos to send in, be sure to send those in to weather@WNKY.com. I would love to have your furry friends featured on the morning show. Temperatures into the 20s and 30s out there, 35 degrees in Bowling Green, 34 degrees in Scottsville, 29 in Butler County. That's the only location I see so far that's into the 20s out there. Winds generally light and calm. It's a chilly, frosty start to the day. Here's radar, dry and quiet out there. It is a clean sweep. That's all associated with the area of high pressure. We have a frontal boundary. It's really not going to bring much changes to our world of weather. Maybe a few passing clouds out there, but otherwise, really today, expecting temperatures to approach the middle and upper 60s this afternoon. So it's going to be a pretty nice afternoon on tap. Hey, don't go anywhere. News 40 Sunrise continues after this.
This is my dad, Audie, and he is absolutely precious.
When it came to making some life-changing decisions for my mother, we found the folks here at Massey Springs to be so helpful.
They had that personal touch that we were looking for, and we could tell it was the perfect place for our mom.
We found the folks here at Massey Springs compassionate and caring.
Massey Springs was definitely the right choice for me and my dad.
Massey Springs Senior Living. Here, we're family. Schedule your tour with us today.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Football Frenzy is back in South Central Kentucky.
WNKY News 40 is your home for high school football.
The most schools,
The most highlights.
the most coverage.
Catch Football Frenzy Friday nights at 10 on WNKY News 40.
I'm Simon Modesto. Join me for Emerging Leaders on News 40 at noon. Every Monday, we'll feature up-and-coming community leaders that are making a big impact on the future of South Central Kentucky.
Emerging Leaders, brought to you by Elpo Law.
I'm Julie Milam. Join me for Community Driven on News 40 at noon. Every Wednesday, I'll be joined by community leaders to discuss the success of events and how you can get involved.
Community Driven, brought to you by Window World of Bowling Green.
I'm Keisha,
I'm Alan.
and we're Lady Couch.
There's always room on the couch.
And we're saving a seat for you this week on Marquee Backstage.
It's a chilly, frosty start to your Monday morning. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack. Definitely want to grab that jacket. I'm going to be tracking warmer numbers, though, by this afternoon. That's all included in your full forecast. The time's about 6:27. It's time to take another look at top stories.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. I'm Ashley Wilson. Let's continue with our top stories. Bowling Green and Warren County celebrated their veterans on Saturday with a parade and flag raising. The event included floats and junior ROTCs, bands, and essay readings on the topic of what America means to them. Take a look.
Carry the memory of these men and women that are surrounding us right now. So many paid such an incredibly high price. And we should forever remember that our freedom was not free.
I just want to say thank you to every retired or still fighting veteran. You fought for our country.
for every child, adult, and elder. So once again, thank you for everything. Anything that you see here is because of them.
He was just a kid when he went in, came out a man, seen things that no one else would understand. He's a veteran.
I'm able to play sports, go to school, and grow up to be anything I want to be. I know I get to be me because of those who have fought for these rights for me to have and for your freedoms.
We just don't remember how great we have it in this country. And an event like this gives everyone a chance to be reminded of that. Veterans who serve, the communities we represent, and the citizens in this country.
That last voice you heard was Kenneth Cohn, the man who served as the Grand Marshal of the parade. He is a veteran of the United States Air Force and an active member of the American Legion Post 23. Also this weekend, one beauty pageant opened its stage up for all walks of life. Miss Kentucky, Mallory Hudson, along with the Down syndrome of Southern Kentucky's Buddy House, worked alongside each other this weekend to bring inclusive stages to Bowling Green. This program advocated for individuals with special learning needs and disabilities through an artistic lens. The goal is to bring this program back annually to help continue to allow girls from all walks of life to have a spotlight on the stage.
I hope that they took away that they can shine, and I believe that that is the essence of inclusivity in our communities and in Kentucky communities as well, is that everyone can shine if they're simply given the opportunity to do so.
Over a dozen children were able to participate this year, and Mallory is hoping to grow that number in the years to come. And the Glasgow Barron County Boys and Girls Club has found itself a temporary location while it awaits its new facility to be completed. Currently, the group is using the facilities at First United Methodist Church in Glasgow, while the finishing touches are being put on their permanent purpose-built location. This is their first month in the church, and we caught up with them to see how it went.
We was worried last week because we didn't know if kids was getting fed, getting their homework completed. This week, every kid left here with a full belly of food, and homework got completed, and the kids are back with their friends.
The Boys and Girls Club plans to soon be in their permanent location, though currently the timeline is unclear. That was another look at your top stories. Now it's time to see who needs a forever home in today's Pet of the Day.
It is now time for your Pet of the Day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. And today we have Goober. Now, Goober is 2 or 3 years old, and he's actually been here for a really long time. He's one of the longest, serving animals here at the Humane Society, and he's still looking for a forever home. Now, he would probably do better in an older home with older children, not younger children. He does like to play, and sometimes that does include nipping, but otherwise he's absolutely adorable, loves to cuddle, and loves to just hang out. So be sure to adopt Goober today from the Bowling Green, Warren County Humane Society.
Oh, just look at
who wouldn't
Goober.
want a pet named Goober?
Goober. I wonder if he's a goofy Goober.
I feel like he is, but
Probably.
a cute one at that, and he needs forever home. As Tommy said, he's been there, one of the longest animals to be there, so he deserves to find a forever home. So you can adopt a Goober today from the Bowling Green, Warren County Humane Society.
Well, coming up after the break, I'm going to help you plan out your day the News 40 way. Don't go anywhere.
I'm a very curious person. I wake up every morning asking what's happening in the world, why is this happening, and how do we answer that question?
When you come in and open an account with us, you can choose to have a shelter pet card. Whenever you use that card and swipe it as a credit transaction, it triggers a donation back to the animal shelters.
They're able to help the shelter in such an easy way.
It's a way to help remotely, and you know that your money is going to be used well. It really means a lot to be a local bank now. We just try to give back in any way we can.
Morgan & Morgan is not only America's largest injury law firm, we're also the only injury law firm in the world with lawyers licensed in all 50 states. With dedicated attorneys focused on personal injury, medical malpractice, insurance disputes, and many others, we have a 30-year track record of getting results for clients just like you. So wherever you are, whatever you need, our firm is ready to take your call. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. for the people.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Congratulations! You got the best. Hey, let's do this! Linko! $51,000 in cash!
What a day. The Price is Right. Weekdays on CBS 40.
The Price is Right!
It's 34. Weather on the force get you out the door. Brought to you by Deborah Bros Attorneys at Law. We're starting off this morning with a beautiful view out there. It's a chilly, frosty start, though, so be sure to grab the jacket as you're heading out and about to work or school on this Monday, the brand new work week. Temperatures into the 30s, 32 in Russellville, 36 there in Franklin. Woodbury thermometer at 29 and Glasgow at 31 degrees. We have those winds generally light and calm across the area. Thankfully not adding too much of an extra chill, but it is a chilly start to the day. Radar is dry and quiet. That's all associated with an area of high pressure. We have a frontal boundary. It's not really going to do much. Maybe bring us a few passing clouds. Otherwise, today should be pretty dry. And as we go by this afternoon, it's going to be pretty nice and pleasant as well. Temperatures will be approaching the 60s already by mid to late morning. Then we got upper 60s by this afternoon. So it's going to be a pretty nice day weather-wise as we go throughout the day. Coming up in your full forecast, I'm going to be tracking even warmer numbers that arrive. And could there be any rain chances this week? I'll show you that in your News 40 Weather Authority full forecast. But in the meantime, I'll send it over to Ashley.
Thank you, Darius. It's time now for your Monday edition of Sunrise Spotlight. And with me in studio this morning is Amy DeCesare here to tell us all about this year's Jingle Bell Run. Amy, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm so wonderful. It's so great to have you here. And obviously talking about the Jingle Bell Run, you know, 'tis the season. We're already getting into the spirit of things. And what better way than to talk about the Jingle Bell Run?
We love kicking off the holidays because we have Santa that always comes. We have lots of coffee and lots of treats. So there is a run and walk involved. There's some exercise involved, but the Jingle Bell Run is coming up Saturday. I can't believe it. It's historically been the last 3 years the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and so you can see that we've got pictures from the last 2 years. It's always festive. We partner with the AOPIs at WKU. That's been their longtime philanthropy, is raising money for the Arthritis Foundation. So Ashley, it is such a neat partnership because they send an army to us, and they run. Most of them volunteer on the race course. Some of them run, some of them walk, but we could not do this without them. And we're so excited because this year we have a brand new location. You know, we've been out at Ephraim White for the past 2 years, which we've loved, but we're going to be at South Warren High School, starting and finishing. So we're going to start and end at the athletic facility there. So we're going to be able to utilize that pathway there that runs along Nashville Road. So we will have the AOPIs out in force to, you know, monitor some of those entrances that go along there, and we'll turn around at Buchanan Park and come back. So as you saw, Santa Claus is there, lots of photo ops. The AOPIs always make us a beautiful backdrop, but you know, 60 million Americans live with arthritis and 300,000 of them are children. So you know, our family has a big heart for this organization because our daughter, who's a grown woman now, a mom, married, but from the age of 4, she has struggled with this and had many peaks and many valleys, but to this day requires medication. So the more money we can raise, the more that can be devoted to research and treatment and bringing more doctors in. And so that's just why we do it, and it's for a good cause.
It's for an amazing cause, and of course, near and dear to your heart, but you've made it near and dear to the community's heart as well, really involving everyone from Bowling Green and WKU. So once more, give us the details on how to get involved this Saturday.
You can register now at jbr.org/Bowling Green, and the entry fee goes up on Saturday, so we do encourage pre-registration, but we will take your walk-up registration on Saturday morning. I've been watching the forecast, so I think we're going to be be clear and dry, but it's going to be held rain or shine. So jbr.org/Bowling Green. We're doing our packet pickup out at Cheney's. So we're just shifting everything to south of the county this year, and that'll be Friday night from 5 to 7. The race is at 9 o'clock this year, so we're going a little bit later. So we're just looking forward to a big turnout and a lot of fun.
Well, it sounds like fun. It will be a great event. Amy, as always, thank you for being here and sharing.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. That was another look at this morning's Sunrise Spotlight. When we return, Darius Mack is back with another look at your forecast. Stay with us.
Welcome to the Sonic Burgerverse. Burgerverse! It's like a universe, but with 2 new cheeseburgers. So cheesy. Bold hickory barbecue. Tangy. Garlic butter bacon. It's back. The possibilities are infinite. Cheeseburger. The new cheeseburger lineup at Sonic.
Insurance companies have a favorite kind of accident victim. The ones that take the first offer and don't ask questions. So which kind are you? Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Kroger gives you so many ways to save. On top of our lower than low prices, enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Plus, our weekly sales will keep your budget merry and bright. So get rewarded and save. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
WNKY News 40 wants to make your holidays extra special. We're sending 2 lucky winners to experience the magic of Christmas at Gaylord Opryland. This early Christmas gift includes a 2-night stay at Gaylord Opryland, admission to Ice featuring the Polar Express, and admission to tubing. Our winners will be announced on the Black Friday edition of News 40 Sunrise. Get ready to enjoy Christmas at Gaylord Opryland. Enter to win now at WNKY.com/contests.
When we hear that sound, the competition is on.
Wow, we certainly have a dramatic game ahead of us.
I'm taking a deep breath. I hope you are too.
Can you think quick enough?
It's very crazy.
And bet big enough?
12,400. Whoa, he's betting everything.
The stakes are high. The clock is ticking.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Weeknights at 4:30 on WNKY CBS 40.
Oh, sorry, I'm late.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Weeknights on CBS. All your friends might be having babies, but you've got your own little bundle of joy right here. Just 99 cents for warm, chili, melty cheddar cheese and crunchy Fritos wrapped in a tortilla blanket. Now that's a deal, baby. The Sonic 99-cent Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap.
The Mac is back with a full look at your forecast on this Monday morning. It is a chilly start. Definitely want to grab that jacket as you're heading out and about. It's a clean sweep, though, on radar, not tracking any rain, although we have been lacking a lot on the rain. If you're looking for rain, you have to go down towards the south, say towards Louisiana, Texas. That's all associated with a wave of low pressure. We're going to be watching this wave, though, because that will actually eventually pull towards the north, and that could bring us a few rain chances, at least later this week. But in the meantime, it's going to be pretty dry as we go over the next few days. It's all associated with a region of high pressure that's going to keep things dry for us. Temperatures into the 30s in most locations. Woodbury, the exception there, the thermometer at 29 degrees. But yeah, it's a chilly, frosty start out there. Winds generally light and calm to start off the morning. Your extended forecast, we go through Tuesday. It's going to be pretty nice out there. Again, we got that ridge of high pressure. It's going to keep things dry and pretty actually calm for us as we go over the next few days. Watching this wave, though, towards the south, I did mention that could pull towards the north, and we could see some general light showers from this. I think really our best chance for rain this week will be on Thursday and into Friday especially. But yeah, we've been falling behind at least over the last couple of months as far as how much rainfall we should have. We're just 4 inches below where we should be. I mean, we should have at least over 8 inches of rainfall since September 1st. We are just halfway there. So yeah, we need to play some catch up here with these rain chances. Rain chances with temperatures, though, did mention we're going to be watching for those slight rain chances Thursday and Friday. Friday has the best rain chance, and then notice temperatures will trend a little cooler working into the weekend. Futurecast with your communities in view. And as we go throughout the day, temperatures into the middle 60s and upper 60s out there. So it's going to be a pretty pleasant afternoon out there with a blast of sunshine. We go past sunset. We're down in the 40s, eventually 30s early in the day for your Tuesday. So another chilly, frosty morning. As we go throughout your Tuesday, we're going to be tracking even warmer numbers. And I think places south, we got a better chance of even making it towards 70 degrees by tomorrow afternoon. Going to notice a band of clouds, though, that will start to stream in with that system down towards the south. So we're going to see some clouds start to stream in on Wednesday. I think Wednesday, I'm going to hold off on those rain chances at least till about Thursday is when I am expecting those rain chances to increase for us. Pestcast this week brought to you by Guarantee Pest Control. Of course, as we go over the next stretch of days, we're looking at high levels of activity. As we go through the weekend, though, it looks like it drops. And I think that's all due to the fact that we got some cooler numbers that will work in for the weekend. Here is your 7-day forecast with your weekend always in view. A high of 60 on Saturday, high of 62 on Sunday. Now it's time to wish our friends happy birthday in today's Soki's Birthday Club.
I'm Nate Burleson. Coming up on CBS Mornings, we have plenty of star power. Gail sits down with the legendary Barbra Streisand to talk about her new memoir. And we are joined by Oscar and Grammy winner Jennifer Hudson to discuss season 2 of her talk show. That's coming up on CBS Mornings. When you wake up in the morning, we want to be your go-to team.
Nate has one of the quickest minds I've ever seen.
Tony has a way of making people feel comfortable.
Gail has this unbelievable knack to ask the question that you're asking at home.
I've been told I could talk to a tree, and that's pretty much true.
I don't go to work in the morning. I go for coffee with my 2 good friends, and we talk about the world.
Your morning routine just got better. CBS Mornings, weekdays at 7.
Brewster's Real Ice Cream. Fresh flavors. Fresh desserts. Fresh fun. Brewster's. Fresh from farm to cone.
My name's Al Fazalahi. Had a terrible T-bone accident. Gentleman blew a stop sign and broadsided me. Airbags went off. I got knocked around really badly. The first lawyer I called didn't return my call. And then I just said, well, you know what? I called Morgan & Morgan. They were in touch with me every step of the way, whether it was by phone call or by text message or Zoom meetings or emails. It made things extremely simple for me. That was a seamless process. It's so easy.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time. Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Name a food you might make edible underwear out of.
Salmon. Teriyaki.
Sharing the fun. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40.
With the winter season underway, an increase in RSV cases is on the horizon. News 40's Noah Fairber has more on how you can protect yourself and your family.
It's a lung disease that's especially prominent during the winter seasons. RSV is mostly seen in children and older adults.
RSV is very similar to flu or COVID. It can be very confusing, especially this season. And like the same symptoms as of flu. So it starts with fever, cold, chills, myalgia, and breathing problems.
In the state of Kentucky, there's an increase of cases that are affecting these groups.
RSV tends to go up in the winter season because it's spread like most cold viruses, cold and flu viruses. This year and to some extent last year, we saw more of a normal RSV pattern where we see the peak start to go up in the early fall, winter and kind of extend through early spring.
RSV can not only be transmitted from one person to another.
One thing about RSV which I find fascinating about the virus is it is transmitted from one person to another, and it can live on non-living objects like for 10 days. So like on doorknobs, on table, countertops, and so on. It can be alive for 10 days.
If you happen to catch this virus, Dr. Van Sickles says there's no need to worry.
In general, most people do well with it. It can make you cough for a long time and kind of make you miserable. And just because you're over 60 doesn't mean you're going to have a bad outcome. What we want to do is really protect those who are most vulnerable. If you get it, I would watch for signs that it is getting worse, like I would recommend watching for signs of any infection.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Noah Fairber, WNKY News 40.
Several wildfires are raging across the state of Kentucky. The fires have caused Governor Andy Beshear to declare a state of emergency, and the state's Emergency Operations Center has been activated to level 4. The governor's office says the Kentucky Division of Forestry is coordinating response efforts. Officials say there are 31 active fires that are currently being worked on but continue to spread. Kentucky Emergency Management says drought conditions have increased threats of wildfires statewide, and there's potential for additional fires. When we come back, we'll see where Tommy is off to for this week's Tommy on the Town. Plus, Darius Mack has another check of your forecast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Grab some lunch and make an impact. Join WNKY News 40 for Food Truck Fridays on the corner of 10th and Chestnut. This week features Cassidy's Barbecue. To benefit Kiwanis' Sensory Music Garden, see the full lineup at WNKY.com.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing the new Xumo Stream Box from Spectrum. Now, you can watch your favorites, including live TV, on-demand movies and shows, and the most popular apps all in one place. Find what you want faster and easier than ever with our advanced search feature. It's streaming simplified. Get the new Xumo Stream Box free for 12 months when you add Spectrum TV. Visit spectrum.com/Xumo or a Spectrum store today.
You plan on being there for her for a long, long time. For recitals, soccer games, graduations, until she's a grown-up of her own. But what if you can't be there? Protect what matters most. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about life insurance.
Come push me, Daddy.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
You think life is short? Football is short. The regular season's just 18 weeks. That's it. So cherish every over and under before it's over on FanDuel. With live betting on every NFL game. Because before you know it, a cold night at the Buffalo Bills game will just be a cold night in Buffalo.
Bet $5, get $150 bonus if your team wins, plus a profit boost every single day. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
If you've been hurt in a wreck, we want to help.
By getting you as much money as we can, as quickly as we can.
If you've been injured in a wreck, before you talk to an insurance company, call Crocker Law Firm.
Call Crocker Law Firm.
It doesn't cost anything to see if we can help.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Weeknights at 4:30 on CBS 40.
Welcome back. A quick check of your forecast. Brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law. Weather on the fours to get you out the door on this Monday. We take a look at the WKU farm courtesy of the Kentucky Mesonet site. It's a beautiful start to the morning. It's just chilly out there. Definitely need the jacket as you're heading out and about to work or school on this brand new work week. Temperatures into the 30s out there, 37 in Franklin, 34 in Scottsville, 32 in Glasgow. Woodbury still at 29 degrees. Winds are generally light and calm across the area. Radar is dry and quiet, all associated with an area of high pressure that is in control. We have a boundary, at least cold front, that's going to swing through here. We're not going to notice much changes with that, maybe a few passing clouds, but otherwise today is going to be a nice day, especially by this afternoon with temperatures into the middle and upper 60s. That's your 12-hour planner. Now I'll send it over to Mr. Tommy Modesto.
It is now time for this week's Tommy on the Town, and I am here with Chief Bob Skipper of the Woodburn Fire Department here to talk all about fire safety and fire awareness during the holiday season, making sure you guys do not lose your valuables and your homes at a very important time of the year. Chief, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And you know, this is a very exciting, very fun time of year, and a lot of people like to light fires, whether it's a bonfire, maybe just a fire outside to relax a little bit, or even at their fireplace. And other things, you know, almost Thanksgiving, people like to cook up their turkeys, and sometimes fires happen. So what are some things people can do to make sure they're staying safe during this important time of year?
Well, Thanksgiving Day is the #1 day for kitchen fires by about 300%.
Wow.
And that's closely followed by Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. So we really like to preach fire safety in the kitchen, especially during the holidays. And it's mostly common sense. Don't leave your stove while you're cooking. Stay there with it. If you're baking a turkey in the oven, at least stay in the house. You don't have to stay right by it. Know what to do if the fire starts. Don't throw water on it. If it's got grease or oil in there, you're going to spread the fire. Cover a pot that has burning food in it. Get it off the burner. If it's in the oven, close the oven, turn the power off. The oven can withstand the heat and it'll go out. If you have a fire extinguisher, make sure it's fully charged and you know how to use it. And but it's all common sense. If you're going to fry a turkey, do it outside, not on your deck. I've been to fires that have started where the oil flowed over, caught on fire, caught the deck on fire, and it spread to the house. So do it outside on the driveway or in gravel or someplace, and make sure it's not too full of oil. When you put that bird in there, it's going to displace a lot of the oil. If it overflows, it gets into the burner, that's going to ruin Thanksgiving dinner.
All right, and you know, it's very important to remember that cold season. A lot of people are going to be gathering outside to kind of get warm by the fire, and Warren County does have a bit of a burn ban in place with certain times you can, certain times you cannot. So what can people do to maybe let you guys know that they might be having a fire outside and how they can stay safe outside?
We're in the state fall fire season right now, so statewide, you are only supposed to burn between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. That's when the humidity is the highest, the wind is at its lowest, and it's a little more safer to burn. If you're going to have a fire outside, we ask that you have a water source close by so that if it spreads, you can put it out quickly, keep it small. And if it's going to be like a brush pile or something of that nature, they can call the non-emergency number to the fire dispatch and let them know they're going to be burning. That way, if someone calls in, they can check and make sure that it's still under control before sending us out.
Well, Chief, thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome. Thanks for the opportunity.
Absolutely. That was this week's Tommy on the Town. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more News 40 right after this.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Car wreck? When you get Hughes & Coleman, it can make a big difference. Here's what I mean. Insurance offer, $3,000. Our result, $156,000. Insurance offer, $0. Our result, $385,000. Insurance offer, $300,000. Our result, $1 million. After an accident, if you want to get the money you deserve, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Holiday shopping starts at the Purple Door, specializing in cute and comfortable clothing, shoes, and accessories. Fashion has never been easier. And with sizes from petite to plus, there's no reason to shop anywhere else this season. The Purple Door on Lovers Lane and Bowling Green.
As WKU's homecoming parade supported veterans, News 40 had the celebration. When Kentucky elected Andy Beshear for a second term, News 40 had the results on air and online.
This wasn't my win. This was our victory.
Glasgow got a head start on Christmas decorating. News 40 showed the festivities. As a popular local Christmas attraction grows, News 40 brought the rain cheer.
WNKY News 40, because local matters.
Brownsville, thank you for watching WNKY CBS 40.
So important to be cautious about fire safety this time of year.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you can go to nfpa.org for more information there. They have a ton of information about how you can stay safe, steps you could take to make sure you kind of fireproof your kitchen or wherever you're maybe lighting a fire, whether it's inside or outside. Lots and lots of great information. And of course, we do have like burn bans in place in Warren County right now. You can't burn anything from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., especially nowhere near, I think within 150 feet of any structure. You're not allowed to burn after 6 p.m. And we've seen the wildfires out in eastern Kentucky. We don't want that here.
No, we don't want to risk that.
Here.
And I think it's just a perfect reminder to replace those fire extinguishers. Check them. Better safe than sorry, especially coming into the holiday season where not only are you cooking a lot, but people are starting to put up their Christmas trees and outdoor Christmas lights. And so you just always be prepared.
Always be prepared.
I was shocked to learn that Thanksgiving fires increased at 300%. That's absolutely insane to me.
Yeah.
It shows you really just have to take be over-prepared.
Every
for
precaution,
and
of course, those grease fires, the first instinct, you see a fire, you want to throw water on it. No, don't do that. Don't do that. So, and Darius said he learned something new with the oven. If there's a fire in the oven, just keep the door shut.
The door shut. Yeah, because apparently it can withstand all of the heat. So
I did not know that either.
The power, because it's compact and it's shut off, and if you keep the oxygen from going in there.
But I imagine if you did open the oven, the fire would spread.
Yes, don't open the oven.
Do that.
So just don't open the oven.
Yeah, I suppose not. But do not let that hold you back from cooking a good turkey, though.
Right, exactly.
I wish I knew how to cook a good turkey. But anyway, let's talk about the weather. We got temperatures that will be climbing up today into the middle and upper 60s. We got sunshine in store, and then we have a few clouds that will be in the mix as well. Temperatures warmer on Tuesday. Could see some areas near 70 degrees tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Darius. And thank you all for joining us this Monday morning. We look forward to seeing you all right back here